It's John and Rachel, and we are jacking around with
Kansas.
Billy Greer, long-term member, over 30-some years with the band Kansas. So we're honored to meet you almost, but we hear you're coming to Pittsburgh.
Yes, we are. And I couldn't be more ecstatic about doing our first 50th anniversary show in Pittsburgh. We've always had a special relationship with that town, so it's pretty special. And we did our 40th anniversary at the same at the Benedum Center.
Benedum, yeah.
Yeah. And so it's good to be coming back there and bring this whole new tour, celebrating 50 years and a new album called Another Fork in the Road.
Mm-hmm.
And Pittsburgh has always treated us so good. So I'm looking forward to it.
What is it about Pittsburgh that you love? What makes
It's
special?
The beer, of course. It's basically the fans. And, we've had opportunities to go out and just experience some of the nightlife there in Pittsburgh. And I just think it's what great fans and it's just, a great city. I really like it there. And I love playing there. Actually, Kansas kind of broke into the big time in Pittsburgh. They came there and opened up for Queen right after their first album. And then they were invited back because the fans loved the opening band so much. And from there, it was just a 50-year love affair.
What is it also about our friend Rich Engler?
Well, we've worked with him for 50 years, I guess. Rich has always been the promoter, and he's been very good to us. He did our 40th anniversary there at the Benedum, and he's always been a good friend, big supporter, and we're just great friends. And God bless Rich for always supporting the band.
Have you guys ever tried to throw him a curveball? Because he seems like the guy who knows how to take curveballs quite well.
Not that I'm aware of. I wouldn't put anything past Richard and Phil.
That is a true story.
They're true deviants when it comes to doing practical jokes and throwing curveballs to big people. They've had our old a tour accountant and tour manager. They invented a show, just made it up, and had the promoter in that city go along with it, and had the accountant and the tour manager drive to this city, to this venue, and they had already gone home. So that kind of thing goes.
Oh my God.
That's a great story. Oh my gosh, that's such a good story. I love that.
Yeah, they showed up and didn't know what to think. Said, well, are we at the right building? And said, oh.
Now, what has changed for you as far as, do you have any kind of ritual that you do? You've been doing this for, like John said, almost 4 decades with Kansas, and it's kind of like, what do you do getting ready?
We started for the last few years before the pandemic. We did the Leftover tour. That was the 40th anniversary, and that was a pretty long show. It was about 2 hours and 20 minutes or something like that. And the same with the Point of No Return 40th anniversary show. So we would have a small setup backstage and just go back and go through the songs, just to warm up, sing a little bit, sing as loud as you want or as low as you want till you feel comfortable, and just to get everything loosened up and ready for the show. So we basically do the show twice a night.
Wow. You've been to the Benedum Center, which is where you're going to be on June 2nd to kick off your 50th anniversary tour, which is super cool. So the Benedum is a very classy place.
It is.
You've been there. How about what's maybe one of your hell gigs?
Well, there have been a lot of, the dark days, as I call them, in the mid 90s, when basically our manager quit, our record company dropped us, and grunge became the rage. And everybody said, and the promoter said, "I'm sorry, we can't book you guys anymore. We can't." So, we thought, well, I guess it's over. And luckily, a German promoter invited us over to Germany to do a 2-week tour. And we went over there and we did that. And Dave, the old bass player, came on as well. And Carrie came along, and we went over there and we did that 2-week tour, and we came back to the States. And Dave did one more show in the States, and he went back to being a preacher. And the rest of us just kept going on. and we haven't stopped.
That is I did not know that story. That's great. What are your thoughts on grunge? Do you like grunge music, or are you not a fan?
Well, I am now.
Yeah.
It's so ironic that my son went to see the Foo Fighters play at some big, outdoor thing. They were headlining, and they opened up with the riff from Carry On Wayward Son. So I've learned to appreciate it a lot more than when I thought my career had come to an end.
Right. Yeah, that little situation there.
What does your family think? Kids, grandkids, whatever you might, aunts, nieces, nephews, to know that their uncle, their father is really just a 50th anniversary rocker.
I turned 71 tomorrow, so I think they're proud. I get them to come out. The last time I played, they're mostly living in the East Tennessee area. My kids, my grandchildren, and my great grandchildren. So I had some of each at the last show that I did up in the Greenville, Tennessee area. So I think they're kind of proud of me. Yeah, they kind of said, "Well, when are you going to quit? How long are you going to do this?" And said, "Well, I guess till my health, won't allow it anymore." But so I don't know. I have nothing else to do, really. I just sit here. I've been going through my files and finding some top secret documents lately, but that's
there you go.
You and everybody else, right?
That's might want to check those files you got stuck away in your attic there.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Billy Greer. Thank you for being with us. Where can everybody find you and follow you so that they can know more about you before buying tickets that are going on sale this week?
Well, actually, glad that you asked that. If you go on kansasband.com, which is our website, and we're also at Kansas Band on Twitter and, all the other social platforms. But if you go on kansasband.com and use the code name Kansas Band, one word, you can purchase tickets today if you want to.
Thank you so much for being with us. Can you maybe give us a little, I'll see you in Pittsburgh, you jag off?
Absolutely. Okay. Hey, I'll see you in Pittsburgh, you jack off.